twice already.
I said only 5 feet.
You know why? You know why he doesn't remember what that extra class or what that new class is for Diablo 4?
What?
It's kind of
Because they need to fix the regular game first, man. They still haven't quite gotten it right.
That's the long version. Short version is waste of time. Welcome to week 3 reset.
T-ball, man.
Yeah. It's like, actually, yeah, that is T-ball. You're right. I was gonna say when they put the fucking ball.
It's
on
T-ball.
Yeah. Good to see you guys, man. This week.
I didn't get.
You didn't get the.
Hang.
You didn't get it. Okay. I just want to say, it's good to be home. I'm gonna just start, I guess. How about that?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna get into it. I'm a little hungover, so why not drink more?
I hear that.
Yeah. Shots.
Shot.
I'm just.
Everybody.
That's a good song. Boner Jams 06.
Track number 6.
Yeah.
Track number 6 on
Yeah.
Boner Jams 06. Nail polish.
Oh. Still hurts.
Mine was a different hurt. I thought Josh was coming, so I was like, "Oh, make sure he can get that if he wants." But I could have forgotten. But
What happened to the jerky, man? You said you made jerky last week.
What?
mm-hmm.
You made jerky?
yeah,
You ate it all.
yeah.
Oh!
Well, I brought like half of it over for my family to have,
Okay.
and then I ate the other half.
What kind of jerky did you make? I guess we can just start with Steve.
It was the same jerky that I
Oh,
made
the
last
same?
time.
Okay.
Yeah, except
Alright.
this time I didn't add any like that spice on it because last time it went all weird and half of them were like spiced and half of them weren't spiced, even though I put them all in the same thing.
Okay.
But
I remember
yeah,
that jerky. Yeah, so you didn't save any for us.
No.
But it was good though. So I'm glad that you got to share with the fan because they didn't get any. Did they get any last time you made it?
no, I mean there was also like my aunt and my sister that
Okay.
came in, so they all tried it. And
I'm assuming everyone liked it. Or did you have any negative critics?
Nope.
See, man, this shit is ass. Is anybody in your family talk like that?
Yeah, they'll let
They'll
me know.
tell you.
Yeah.
That's where he gets it from. Blunt honesty. Hey, bluntly honest with his ass, so he got to do it.
No, I think they were surprised. They're like, "Oh man, this is really good."
Yeah, that's party foul.
Oh.
You see, that's why you got crumbs and shit all over on your desk and everything because you be making a mess.
No, that's your side. Thanks, friend.
Oh,
That's what a
okay.
friend
Yeah, you
does.
can just go ahead and just say what I said, man. That's cool.
You know what, man?
It was great. Fucker.
So your week was great.
Yeah.
All right, what'd you do? What made it great? Because I think last week you said it was whack. Or you said it was all right, I think, if I remember correctly. But what makes it great this week?
I just bought like a bunch of shit I didn't really need.
That's a phenomenal week.
I almost did that yesterday while I was talking to you.
I almost pushed him into it, dude. I
Can't.
almost gave him the Mephisto, dude. I was trying to, do that shit, dude. Do that shit.
If you didn't need it, then why'd you buy it?
Uh-oh. Practical Steve.
Because it looks cool. You saw that mouse pad?
I did.
Didn't need it.
You didn't need it.
Oh, so you didn't need it, but it was like a side grade. Like you already have a mouse pad, but you want a cooler mouse pad?
Side grade?
It's definitely an upgrade.
It's
Oh,
definitely an
upgrade.
upgrade.
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade.
So you needed it then? You needed an upgrade.
No,
You gotta
no,
need it.
no, no.
Oh.
The function of my previous mouse pad was
Fine.
was good.
It was working.
Yes.
Oh.
So the function.
Nothing was wrong with
I
it.
guess I just kind of figured that, like,
He just
'cause you
upgraded
play-
because stylistically.
Well, we game a lot, so, like, I was thinking maybe the old mouse pad might have, you know how.
No,
You ain't gonna let me set it up? You don't want me to set it up?
It was probably all greasy,
no, it wasn't.
I was like, sometimes, you're using your mouse a lot,
Ew.
and some of them tater tot crumbs,
It lights up and everything.
some of them tater tot crumbs and the pizza roll tops,
Yeah,
you like get stuck in the
Don't act like you don't pop the tops.
I don't pop the tops. I bite the tops. And then I bite the middle, and I bite the bottom.
3 bites on a pizza?
Nah, 2, 1.
Okay.
You eat the whole thing. You don't rip it. You don't bite a piece of it
What if
unless it's real hot. But other than that,
What if you're cutting?
don't eat pizza rolls. Why the hell you eat pizza rolls? Yo, I just got done with a solid workout, man. I'm about to get this nourishment. I'm about to eat like 6 pizza rolls.
but I'm tearing the tops off. Like,
Cause I'm cutting as if the pizza rolls wasn't like crazy. Like look at
so
you
is that
like you working out, but you eating pizza rolls. He's like, yeah, but I cut the tops off.
It's like the equivalent of like not eating the crust on a pizza.
Yeah, man.
I also don't fuck with crust on pizza.
That's why
That just oddly makes a lot of sense. Honestly, that makes me mad. that makes sense.
I didn't ask. Like, how do you get these? Like, rip them off? Do you rip them off with your teeth? You got some scissors that you go over?
He
and
just tears it by hand.
He tears them as if
you-
it had a serrated edge, like the post box tops of the cereal.
Yeah, so you
he
take
tears
it like
them
a box.
perfectly. That's the like the magic of it. But it's just like, why the fuck are you tearing the tops off pizza rolls? It's like, yo, you have 6 perfectly torn pizza roll tops right here. It's like, yeah, man, sometimes you just gotta tear the tops off. No, you actually never have to tear the tops off.
Well, sometimes you know you put them in there a little bit too long, and then they start busting out the side,
Yeah,
right?
true, yeah,
and then sometimes the corners get a little hard, you know. So
Oh,
you just it's kind of like a pack of cards, right?
nope.
Kind of do like this to get all the.
He said, yo, you are not in there shaking your pizza roll like a fucking.
You know, to get everything down to the bottom.
like a little packet of
Yeah,
salt.
like a little pack of salt.
Yeah, shake
You are
it.
not fucking shaking. You're not in your room shaking your damn pizza rolls like a fucking
I'm-
sweet and low from the fucking.
I'm not. I'm in the kitchen doing that.
Fuck, man.
So you tear the top off, and you kind of pinch it a little bit to get it evenly back in there. Gives it a little bit of a little ventilation, and pop it in.
All right.
Yeah. What the fuck, man?
But yeah, other than that, I bought like a bunch of shit I didn't need. I bought the mouse pad. It's cool. Didn't need it. I upgraded my hard drive on my PlayStation 5.
Hey.
I got 2 terabytes now. I didn't put anything on it, but
Sometimes you just
First
gotta
step
look at
to
the
going
empty
full
storage.
digital.
it is the first step to getting digital.
I would have got an 8 terabyte.
The next step to go full digital.
They didn't have any from where I got it from.
No.
I feel like the games these days are so huge. Like, 2 terabytes is like what 4 games and it's a
Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah.
I think the average game is like 164 gigs.
Look where we came from.
Well, honestly, that's the largest.
You might get like 20 games in.
In a 2 terabyte. I think like wasn't
depends.
Final Fantasy was like 100 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was like
I guess
close
if
to-
you
it was
play
like
those
close
types-
to 200.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, that
Somewhere between 10 and 20.
that had a
Kinda
Rebirth had like an installed disc.
But if you look at like a lot of the other games, they range from like 70 to 90.
Yeah. Depending on what you're looking at.
I just remember when we thought like 50 was a lot, or when like Call of Duty was like 20. Like, oh crap, this is crazy. Now it's just like 146 is like
Yeah,
average.
back then, like,
I'm also not
Fuck.
playing GTA or Call of Duty, so
like I was about to say, but games back then, well, consoles back then didn't even go up to like a terabyte.
True.
Like not even like a half. You'd get like a 128 or something like that. So like a 50 megabyte was like that's
the
like half
Nintendo-
my system.
Yeah. The 64 gig DS and shit.
But I figured that would still be all right because you still have the console storage, the 500 gigs, which
True.
isn't really 500 gigs because
They got a
they kind of short you.
free real
Yeah.
estate. You know what I'm saying?
Free real estate. But I threw that in there, and then I still have my external hard drive too.
Okay.
Also
Okay.
plugged in. So
All right, so you got the backup of the backup, but you like upgraded like the main. I gotta do that too. My shit's full. I gotta like
Yeah,
play
I've been
Tetris with
meaning
my
to do
games.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm not playing this one. I might not be going back to this anytime soon. Get it the fuck out of here.
I'm probably just
Makes
gonna look
one.
online for like an 8 terabyte one.
20 said go big or go home.
and then I bought a chair for my girlfriend to work.
Computer like a.
She doesn't really
Office
need
chair?
it. Yeah.
You said she
but-
doesn't really need it.
No.
Okay. Why you make that face? Never mind. Don't answer that.
Brought a little precision screwdriver kit. I definitely didn't need that.
Yeah, you ain't screwdriver nothing.
Only $22 though.
What do it come with?
No, he's
Nah,
thinking
just
like,
like, that might be a good deal. Nah.
Yeah, it was
So
cool.
you was just like you was generous with the purchases with the stores. Okay.
And a lot of cards.
Here's the true. Is that where the majority of the funds went? Yeah, get all that other cool shit, but like I gotta get some cards.
I mean, I bought an expensive card, but I already am making profit off of it. So
I probably spent that much on cards, but he bought a cool card, but it was just one card.
Yeah, it's an expensive card.
Okay.
Endowment Week.
Speaking of expensive cards, what did you buy? And how was your week, dude?
My week was good. I just chilled. I bought one of the chase cards off of One Piece, off of set, I think, 4? It's the manga. It's a 5.
Is it 5?
Sabo was a 5. Still 4. Yeah. Okay. Didn't I say 4?
He's fucking with you.
Yeah, I was like,
After the third one, you gotta stop.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
fuck with him no more, man.
didn't I say 4? And then he was
He
like,
went like this. I was like,
I was like,
and then I was like, oh, so he's
the correction,
tone.
yeah.
And
I was like-
then he dropped it. I was like, why are you fucking with him?
I know. So I thought on the 4, I was like, why are you fucking with him too? But I didn't say it because I was like, maybe he fucked up. It was like a fuck up of a fuck up. So maybe he just like, oh shit, no, 20's right. It was 4. And then he did the 3. And then I was sure that he was fucking with us. I was like, all right, ignore this motherfucker.
yeah. But it's normally like, it's being sold right now for like 500, but I got it for half off. So I bought it for 250.
Great savings.
Damn.
Yeah. And then
Well,
and then I was I already talked to a place like Legends, the place, our local game store. They'd buy it off of me for like 400 store credit. So
oh, so you kind of purchased it for the store credit?
yeah, that's $150.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to follow.
Yeah. That's the hustle.
Why did you get it for so cheap?
I mean, I was just lucky. I'm kind of like a
Wait, what's the card? You already say what the card was?
yeah, Sabo.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm kind of
Does it normally say sample on it, or?
Nah.
no.
It's like that big ass sample. I was like, why does that have
Yeah,
sample on
somebody's
it?
card got.
So it'll hit that minus a sample.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just kind of well known in the community in Grand Rapids for One Piece. So the
You've
guy,
made it. I remember the clip on YouTube. Go check it out if you haven't. When you were kind of flaunting it, dude. You a big deal around here in the community, in the card
I mean,
community, man.
people know that I don't really spending wise buying cards. Like, there's no issue for me buying. So like.
Okay.
They were gonna sell it anyways, and he was like, he messaged me out of the blue. It was just like, hey, this has been sitting in my, because he got it since set 4, which is almost like probably like 8 months ago now.
Okay.
Because set 7 is about to come out.
Okay.
So he was just like, yeah, nobody's been wanting to buy it, but it's hard to actually, get rid of cards like that, at least for full value, which a lot of people are trying to get.
A lot of people try to lowball you. Nah, it's gonna go down, man.
But it has.
Anyway,
I gave you 300.
I mean, that card has jumped quite a bit. That's gone from originally, when every first card comes out, they're usually roughly like $1,000 or higher, like the chase card. So every set has a chase manga art like that.
okay.
Every set, and they're usually always around 1,000 when they first come out, and then they fluctuate. So that's gone down to as low as like 250 at one point, and then it shot back up to 500. But he was just like, yeah, I've had this in my binder forever, and he was like, before I sell it, I thought I'd give you first crack on it. I'm looking for, and he just told me the price, and I was like,
You looked at him back like, respect.
I didn't want to make it that easy. I was like, I'll think about it. I was like, just bring it on Thursday. Even though I knew, I talked to Marlon.
If he wouldn't have bought it, I would have bought it.
All right.
So my money spends just as good.
I talked to Marlon. I talked to Marlon, and Marlon was just like, yeah, I'd get it. And I was like, all right. So then, on Thursday when it came in, I was
Yo,
like,
you know what, man? Sure.
yeah.
That's great savings.
Well,
If I give you something that's 250 and you know it sells for 5,
Yeah. I would question it, but if it checks out, I'm jumping all over it. Yeah.
yeah, no. I just scooped it up.
some
And
people just need that cash quick, you know?
It's all good. I get it, man.
it's
We
like
all do.
GameStop, you know?
Rent.
No, actually, it's not just like GameStop. It's kind of like life. Anyways, is it?
I'm trying to think what else I did. That's actually mainly it. I mean, I played a lot of One Piece.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, for those of you who don't know or don't care, Josh is at a card tournament, right?
Yeah, it's playing Orkana.
Yeah, so he won't be joining us this week. Insert cue music.
I actually want to know how his trip went, because he went with Brian and Gum.
We care. Yeah, I mean,
No, I don't care. I just want to know how the interaction with Brian and
a little
Gum.
bit. Oh.
Yeah, come on, bro. You've been in Discord.
Terrible.
You get
It was terrible the whole ride. It was bad the whole ride.
You got a lot of arguing. You got a lot of farting. Yeah, it's a crazy, it's a crazy car ride, dude.
Who farted the most? Josh can't put his knees up to his chest. He driving. He needs books to reach the pet. There ain't no. My week.
Nah. You back it out of this one.
Yo, all right. So I'm gonna get into my shit then. Josh ain't here, so
Cool.
deal with it. I went to a wedding up north. It was
Wait.
like,
Pause.
what's up?
Did you wear a flannel?
I didn't. No,
Okay, continue.
I was sharp, not like sharp.
Pause one more time.
I was sharp.
Bow tie?
No. But like it was like on a bluff. It was beautiful, and it was windy. So like I had to reach out to my boy Alex. He was like, "Yo," I was like, "It's like a beach type of. It's not beachy, but it's like a bluff. So it's like sandy, and then it's a drop off into the Lake Michigan
water,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
they push you off, yeah.
no, I told my kids to stay. I was like, "Don't go too far from this damn house. If we can't find you in 3 days, you probably fell off, and then we have to."
It's about by like the sand dunes.
Yeah. So it was beautiful, but I'm not a dressy type of dude, so I don't, so I was like, yo, how do you dress for this occasion? Like a wedding on the beach, like beach-esque, but it's not a beach, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what's the occasion here? What are you doing? So he's like, he told me what to get, and I mean, I was looking pretty fly, man. I felt comfortable too. I wanted to look good, but feel comfortable, and I don't know how to do that, so, but no, it was good. But I wanted to try out an experiment. First and foremost, I haven't been that drunk in a really long time, but we put the kids down, and I mean, you're surrounded by like beautiful nature, which normally I hate nature, but
Bugs and shit.
yeah, I hate it. But it
They
was,
got them damn horseflies up there.
I know, dude, they got different bugs up there.
Remember
no,
that
like,
big
they got
ass fly
different-
flew in your car.
Yo, I was just
Yeah,
literally
that shit
trying to
was
walk
wild.
out of the house, and it was like the biggest fucking mosquito I've ever seen. Sitting there chilling on the
Dude,
door,
it
like,
looks
yo, you can go through, but you gotta let me taste that knuckle. It's like, yo, it was huge. I was like,
Wait, you let Buzzwole suck on your
no,
knuckle?
I punched the
You
door.
can't punch Buzzwole.
I punched it.
You can't punch Buzzwole, though.
He tried to punch me, so I punched him back.
Yeah, well, you know what Buzzwole does.
Yeah,
he
was
slammed
flexing.
you to the ground.
Yeah. Well, he said, I was like, oh shit. But I had to, like maintain composure because my daughter was behind me. Like, Dad, what was that? I was like, it was a bug. It was a bug. But I tried to during the reception. They're like,
This is Buzzwole.
I was the only, I was probably the only black dude within like 300 miles. Like not just like the Bluff area, but probably like the actual town too, like below us. Like I didn't see no. We went to the store a couple of times too. I didn't see.
Oh, so you were like a celebrity up there.
But they did ask. They're asking for some some suggestions for the music. So
Put on Drake.
Did you
I
put on
wanted to try.
sicko
I
mode?
wanted to try something.
Did you put on sicko mode?
I didn't. I did put on God's Plan. It kind of went off. It was fire. But I wanted to try Not Like Us, just to see what would happen up north in the bluffs. Nothing happened.
They didn't like it?
No one cared.
Oh.
I tried.
Were you the only colored person?
Don't say colored. It's so 1960s.
Why did?
But yeah.
Okay, were you the minority person?
I think there's a Mexican dude there.
Good for him and you.
It was alright. No, it was cool. It was cool. I could have swore.
Was he feeling it?
No. No one did anything. It was like a little
Like,
bit
who
of-
put this on?
Yeah, it was a little surprise met with like a little bit of shame. It was an emotion I
on.
never felt before, really.
Whoa.
But-
Was it the unedited version?
yeah, like they said all the words.
Okay.
Is that bad?
Okay.
Explicit only. Like that's the only
Okay.
way to accept the music, right?
Okay.
They said,
That
"Whoa,
might-
we
that-
can't."
That might be
We can't
why.
say that while
that
he's
might
in
be
the,
why.
We can't say that while
might
he's in
be
the tent.
why.
No, wait till he walks out of the tent to go pee, and then we gonna say all the words.
It's because they couldn't sing along.
Yeah, I was like, even I was sitting there, I was like, I didn't realize Kendrick said that so many times. I don't think about it. I was like, oh, that's probably why they can't. Yo, switch it up. God's Plan is safe. That's safe. I switched it. They're like, all right, change it. I was like, God's Plan. Everybody's like, yo, what damn, what's the line with a beat drop? She said, "Do you love me?" I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry, everybody sung that part. I was like, I don't understand how they know all this, but not like us. Must be a West Coast thing. Or
That's not it.
but
That's not it.
but the scenery was amazing. I'd never been on a bluff because I've never been on a bluff.
Gotcha.
But it was
black.
beautiful, man. So I came up, yeah, but you didn't have to say it out loud. You've never been on a bluff.
I'm also black.
I wanted to try to at some point round up as many people as possible because I understood, because I know how much I paid for, like, everybody had to chip in a certain amount, but like once I saw the property, it was like 3 huge like homes on the bluff. I was like, yo, I gotta take this information back to the gang. We gotta get as many people together as possible and do that again. It was amazing. It was great. It was a great vacation with my family, and I don't say that a lot.
Is there any fishing allowed?
Dude, you have to jump down. It was so steep. There's a deck first off, there's a trail leading to the edge of the bluff, right? Because you'd be a dummy to build your house right on the bluff, right? But like, there's a trail leading down to a deck. But then there's a caution sign. There's a gate, and it's a sign on the gate because it says "Do not enter." Because once you can like look down the deck, there's steep steps. They kind of wind down, but then like I'm assuming that last bunch of steps kind of washed away. You can't get all the way down to the bluff, and that might be why they put the sign up, because the steps don't go all the way down. It's step, 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 step. Whoops. Like so, and here go my daughter, right, Roy? Dad, what's the sign? I was like, get your tail back up here. Don't get over here.
That's not what you said, though, right?
No, that's not what I said.
Get your ass over here.
It's me and Elise. This is me and Elise around here. Get your ass back over here. Yeah, dude. The steps like washed away or something. So, I mean, you couldn't go all the way down to the bottom. I mean, you could, depending on how.
I wonder how much yard.
But
I don't know how big this pool is.
I don't know if you can. It was dope though. We should. I don't know how many people we would need, but whoever owns that property, they're making bank of. I mean, they said you can't. You have to rent it. I think they rented it like last November for this summer. Like, it's just, people are constantly up there. It's beautiful though, man.
Yeah, I mean,
We gotta like do that.
lot of
Where exactly
places.
was it?
Frankfurt. Never heard of it before, but it's one of those towns where like you could tell that's like the main attraction kind of thing. Like I said, whoever owns that property is making
The
a
main
bank.
attraction with 3 houses.
Yeah, it's kind of in a weird spot too. You got to drive through some trees, but at least, I mean, my wife was telling me that's like normal country.
Real hidden.
Yeah,
So that
like
if
lose signal,
things-
SOS type. Yeah, I was like, shit.
Anyway, I was up at the cottage this weekend. My
Yo.
cell was like, I'm like, oh, I got it, service. Okay, I don't have it anymore. All right.
Oh, we ain't got service at the Steve fixing up the cottage. He ain't tell y'all. We gonna have a vacation spot
Is there any
soon.
fishing up there?
Yeah, you can fish.
Look, oh my gosh, that made him happy. You see, I've never seen him smile like that before. You like fishing that much, so you gonna be fishing while we running around. We ain't got no jet skis, though. We ain't got no jet skis.
Not yet, but
Oh, Steve working on jet skis.
no. My sister wanted to buy. Shoot, my sister was like,
It's not like you're building it. Yeah.
my sister
He
was
said he was
like,
building some shit.
He's got the fucking
It's like a Minecraft style
Iron
stuff.
Forge goggles, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's how I picture it. Yeah, right? No, all right.
well, my sister said she wanted to get a boat up there. So
Damn. It's about Steve. Fuck the Frankfurt. We going to Steve's. It's not the same kind of Frankfurt. I was gonna say Stevert, but Herbert's.
I mean, I'm down. I like traveling. I mean,
I
I'm
was,
more.
like, I knew I had Tony. We know Tony.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a traveler.
I had Tony with the scenery, but I mean,
well, I'm more of a city guy, but
Ooh.
Anyways, I just figure like, I mean, I think I'm on Steve's type of time now, where he's up there getting that cottage ready for, I mean, the same idea really. Like, all of us just like being able to get away from the monotony of life. It felt good up there, man. I'm like, if this is what vacation feels like, and I got kids with me, I wonder what it feels like without them.
It is crazy. You sound rejuvenated / drunk.
I took a nap earlier, so I got a little life back in me, but I'm a little tired. And I'm drinking again.
It looks
so it's
like
crazy.
it looks like your hands are a little greener now, huh?
What do you mean?
I think you got a little bit of a green thumb, Mark. You like
What are you growing?
You like nature? You trying to grow? You trying to be out there with nature? No. Oh, okay. Might just be you getting sick then.
Did you watch anything last week?
What did I watch? I watched Joe Coy comedy thing on Netflix.
Joe Coy, who's that? I don't.
Comedian.
It was actually
Filipino.
kind of funny. It was
Really?
funny.
Better than Cat Williams?
Yeah.
Who's
Joe Coy's
Joe
alright.
Coy? I don't even know who Joe Coy is.
Asian.
All right.
I couldn't tell if he was.
Is he funny?
He was pretty funny.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of relatable things in there, which what makes it
Wait.
funny.
I just want to point something out real quick, and I'll let you finish. There's a lot of relatable things in the Joe Coy one, and he's Asian, right?
Filipino, yeah.
But it's more relatable than Cat Williams. And I'm just trying to piece it. It's a big old puzzle. So I'm just
Cat Williams, his last thing. I mean, I'm not saying what he was saying wasn't true.
Oh, you mean like, so you don't know if you could relate to, you don't know whether or not what he was saying is fact because that's just not the shit that you follow versus the Joe Coy shit is more your wheelhouse.
So, I think you just have to watch it.
Okay.
I mean, this is like, you could tell that it's just meant to be funny, and it's interacting with the crowd, joking around with them. It's just like a standard comedy thing. I don't think the Cat Williams thing was 100% supposed to be funny. There's some funny stuff.
I forgot.
in there.
I think you did say that in your review too. You said it was like a more conscious, like a.
It was kind of like a
a
Dave
woke. I mean, isn't that the name of it anyway? Like woke folk or something, whatever.
Yeah.
woke, get
So,
woke,
yeah.
stay woke.
Yeah, stay woke or something like that. So I guess that was more his Dave Chappelle
Yeah,
conscious moment versus you just want like a stand. You just want a show.
I just want to laugh.
Yeah, I got you.
So I did laugh, not as much as my girlfriend, but
How far did you get? Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing. I
Okay.
finished it.
All right. You started
0
this
to
one early.
100.
You started this one early, right?
You
weren't so tired.
11:30. I was coming off the Applebee's. Not sponsored.
Yeah, I was.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. What'd you get? I'm just curious what you ate before the comedy show. Some tenders?
No. I had the what was it, the blackened salmon or Cajun salmon? I don't know.
Dude, I have a feeling this is about to be one of them pods where every subject we talk about, you're gonna find a way to insert some type of fish. Hey, I was on the bluff. It's like a mountain with some water under you. He said, "Is it fishing?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, Steve putting in work at the cabin." He said, "Can you fish?" He said, "Yeah, man, we went to Applebee's." He's like, "What'd you eat?" He said,
Fish.
"Salmon." Yeah, fish. Yo, what the fuck?
I had shrimp this weekend too.
Yo,
Some grilled shrimp, man. Oh my god.
look at his face.
Whoa.
And then
Oh
he-
yeah.
Yeah, somebody wanted to eat.
Sea
He
roaches
said,
are good.
"Why you gotta do that?" I was about to go get some shrimp lo mein after this.
Nice.
You still can.
Did you hear what he said though?
Yeah.
See,
Roaches. Yeah.
I feel like that's more like crawfish.
I agree.
Probably.
Ooh, catch that.
Yeah, they're kind of like in the same thing. I mean, you probably really shouldn't be eating either of them.
Why not?
But they taste good.
Why can't you eat shrimp?
I mean, they're bottom feeders.
To eat
Yeah.
out of-
So you're eating whatever
Okay.
they eat.
All right.
which
Okay.
They
Yeah.
eat scum, shit, etc. Algae. But they taste so good.
Clean.
It's kind of like catfish, you know? I told you last about eating catfish. I just haven't got off the shrimp yet.
Yeah, I mean,
I told you to get off the catfish, right?
yeah, but I'm black. So. Steve, you said you watched The Acolyte, dude.
Yeah, I did.
Both episodes? Okay. All right. I only caught the first one still, but what'd you think?
This
mean-
is Star Wars shit?
Yeah, the Star Wars show. My bad.
It's not bad,
Oh, you think it's bad, Steve?
but it's also not great.
I don't like
Rating
how.
one to 10.
Yeah, one.
I mean, so far, because like there's still like I don't know how many episodes. Probably
I'm
Probably
assuming
8.
it'll probably be around.
probably 8. So there's another like 6 episodes to go
Yeah.
through.
So we don't. Yeah, man. Come
So
on, give us some
it's
time.
kind of hard to throw a rating, but
Yeah.
I mean, like right now I'm like a 5.
Ooh, that's bad.
I'm probably like a 6 right now.
That's
That's
pretty
not better.
bad.
No, I know. But like, here's my gripe though. I don't like how I was super. One of the main things I was super excited for was seeing Carrie Ann Moss. Is that Trinity?
Oh yeah, that
Yo.
definitely brought it down. Like
I think they, to Tony's point with the trailer shit, they purposefully put her in that
yeah,
fucking
like
trailer.
they- like, I'm like-
Even the publicity
the banner.
and like the articles.
banner.
Yeah.
The banner had her in it.
Talking about like everybody saying like how she went from Matrix to like. Some people really liked it and thought that it was fitting that she would be in this role, like as a Jedi. Of course, we want to see Carrie Ann Moss as a Jedi. She fucking did that freezing kick in the Matrix and kicked the shit out that cop in the fucking first movie, right? She should be a Jedi. Then she dies in the first episode. Spoiler alert.
like
I know you
in the
haven't
first
watched
10 minutes.
it. Yeah. The first Jedi that they kill. She was a badass too, though. She was dope.
So she was a Jedi.
Yeah, but
The only reason why she died is because she was saving that random bartender.
They always do this. This is the only thing that pisses me off about like the Jedi versus
and
the Sith.
the funny thing is like she was sitting there watching all the other people get beat up and
Yeah.
shit like that, and then she saves that dude. Like
Maybe because she didn't. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, I would have been the dude on the floor like, you just gonna let her hit me like that? You know what I mean? Like, you just gonna sit there and let her beat me up? You know? But like, I'm thinking like the Force shit. She was like, it wasn't anything life threatening. She was just whooping their ass. But she felt like the girl looked at her. She had the little dagger in her hand. She saw the little bartender get up. He said, "What's going on? My bar is destroyed." And she said, threw it at him, and Carrie Ann Moss was just like, they always do this where you can't fuck with a Jedi unless they trying to save somebody. Then you gotta kill him real quick. So she threw the dagger at the dude. She
She's
tried to
the
force
fucking
save her, right?
poster thing.
And then she threw that one and then threw one at her chest. It's such a whack way to die, man. So she said she used the Force to stop that dagger, and then all of a sudden it zooms in on her, and she and I was like, of course.
Is that the?
did you see the? I think it might have been the next episode, but the next Jedi that dies.
Is the Asian dude?
No,
Okay, no, I didn't see it yet.
it was a white guy.
Okay. The fight. So
That
what
was
do you
whack too. The way he died.
think- the way he
was
died.
whack.
Yeah,
It's even worse than hers.
it needs it's I'm trying to be optimistic here. It's leaving a lot of room for improvement. I'm trying to give it some hope. It's starting out kind of corny for me. These Jedi this is supposed to be their like this is where the Jedi are thriving.
It's 100 years before.
Phantom Menace,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, this is where there's no such thing as a Sith. Jedi are like the head of the Republic, right? Everyone listens to them. It's like this is like the peaceful era. Why are all the Jedi pussies? Nobody
Well,
answered.
at least-
Okay, I don't go too hard. Okay,
At
I've been drinking.
least there's lightsabers.
There are lightsabers.
Okay,
You know, I
we
watched
got
this,
something.
I watched
He
this.
said you got something.
I watched this like really funny meme, and I was trying to save it, but I forgot, and I was gonna send it to Mark because it was just about
Star Wars is trash.
no,
Yeah.
it was about like a stormtrooper. He was just sitting there, and he was like this is two stormtroopers just like in the middle of a battle, and they're just like hanging out like in
They
their cover.
always do that shit.
And then they're like, "Yo, Frank, you see that?
Yeah.
You see that guy with the glow stick? What is he doing out there?"
Glow stick. I think one of the best memes. Some of the best memes are always like the Star Wars stormtroopers just being regular people like us, right? Just chilling, like, oh shit. Hey, what'd you eat for breakfast? You know, like just shooting the
was
shit,
just
knowing like
super-
this crazy Star Wars shit going around, like just
Yeah.
shooting the shit, right?
Well, it was just super funny because they're like undercover, and he was like, "I can take him. He's just holding a glow stick." And he was like, "Oh shit, Frank, you see him? He's bouncing lasers back at people."
Yo, yeah, man.
Super funny.
Yeah, that
He
shit
was like,
great.
So is she like the main person?
Yeah, that's the main chick. Because there's
Yeah.
Is that her?
What you looking at, man?
no, that's not
Aubrey
her.
Plaza?
No, that's not her.
Okay.
Aubrey Plaza is the chick from
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. Yeah.
I
was like,
I couldn't tell.
wait, from the bagger, isn't she black? Aubrey Plaza is white.
Oh yeah, no, that's not her.
It kind of looks like her though, right?
No, not at all.
You do this thing where like you say that a lot and you're wrong.
It looks like her.
What's the last thing you said? Something about
Fisher?
no. It was he tried to deflect. It was fucking Jonathan Majors. That bullshit that you said about that
yeah.
dude being Jonathan. He's like, it's not him. Oh, it's close.
I thought people in the comments said the same thing, didn't they? It kind of looked like him. I'm just saying.
Anyways, I got a lot of hope for Acolyte, man. We got
I
a
don't
lot
have
of
any hope for it.
No, man, come on, see, we got game time left, man. There's some game time left. I don't have anything else that I watch, but I'm trying to catch up on animes.
Oh, there's a lot of good ones.
I know.
Me and
Started
Marlon were
Demon
talking
Slayer.
about- Nice. The new season?
The first episode
Wait. Of the new season.
of the new season.
Oh, okay. I was like,
We've talked about this.
I thought you were talking about the first episode of the first season. Like,
yeah.
No, I'm
that
ahead of
shit's-
you.
That shit is garbage.
I'm ahead of you. I watch my shit. I can watch subs.
I can watch subs too. I just prefer not to.
I thought that this first episode started out crazy. That angry wind Hashirama. what's his
Yeah.
name? He has anger issues,
Yeah.
but I respect the powers. Why does it do the?
Just watch the latest episode. I mean, you're only like 3
dies.
episodes behind. No.
He gets better.
It's a training arc. You just gotta watch it.
Yeah, they kind of laid it out in the first episode.
Yeah.
He's going. So he's now. This is the Naruto phase where they go to each Hashirama and they fucking train and acquire skills and become the strongest ever.
That they're what?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Is that all that's gonna happen this season though? Because I need some action, man. That first
I mean,
episode, they
they're-
set it up for like.
The action is there. Like,
Okay.
there's already some good ones of them just training and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I want to see them. I want to see Demon Slayers versus demons.
I don't know. It's tough
I
because
stopped watching after Rengoku died.
That
He was dope.
broke my heart. He was dope.
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
was-
he's dead.
But the sword that he made, they also showed that finally in this first episode.
yeah.
They did a good job remaking that sword with the hilt from the fire Hashira. Mm-hmm. The sword is sweet. The black
What'd you
blade.
call it the first time?
Hashirama, it's a Pokemon. I was gonna try to correct myself quietly, but this motherfucker, yeah. He's not gonna let it go. He said, "What's this little trail of dirt here?" I'm gonna catch Mark. I'm gonna catch
I was like,
Mark.
I'm almost certain he said that wrong.
I said it twice.
I was like telling Marlon that because he was asking about. anime,
Oh, you
so
mean
like,
Hariyama?
Oh, so I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, that's a movie. What'd you say?
I was talking to Marlon about it.
He's on the
about-
shit, dude.
Just about watching anime because he was thinking about watching Attack on Titan.
I'm thinking about starting it.
I gotta go back. Oh,
Everyone has already finished it,
yeah.
Yeah.
but my general consensus of it is there's normal ass people and there's giant naked people and
Yeah.
they eat people.
Yep.
Titans.
And
That's the title of the show.
that's it. That's what I know.
I mean, it's
And
good.
apparently people can turn into titans. Yeah, shit gets crazy.
Yeah, it's a good ass anime. I give it a 9.
I thought people hated the last season.
I don't like
overall, it's a 9 though.
Yeah, I think overall it's a 9. Like,
What do you give it? Are you caught up? Are you
I only watched the first season, but I was thinking.
Was
I'll
it
go
too
back
much
to
for you, or was it?
I had other things to watch. I think around that time, My Hero came out like
Yeah,
around the
My
time
Hero was
Attack on
around the
Titan,
time.
and then like
I heard
it's like
it
season,
gets-
not the same time, but like season 2 Attack on Titan, and then like My Hero started, and then people just like kind of jumped ship. That one was Attack on Titan was really popular during season 1, but I think season 2 came at a really bad time. A lot of good animes
I
were coming
mean,
out.
the
so.
anime for Attack on Titan was really good the first 2 seasons, like I was telling Marlon, but like missed a season 2 or 3.
Something it slowed down at some point.
It slowed down drastically because
It started out great.
the premise of the whole show is like, again, they don't tell you anything besides there's just a world that's walled off. Doesn't explain why it's walled off. Doesn't explain why there's Titans.
And you know what?
It
That
just all-
format will always work.
Yeah, it
Because
will.
if they give you first 4 episodes where they can just introduce a bunch of concepts that leave you asking a ton of questions, like why are they in a walled off city where these overgrown Titans can come in and just fucking eat you
Yeah.
like Ponderosa? You know, just like they just
Yeah.
scoop them up and start eating people.
Yeah, like-
you're like, what the fuck is going on? And the main character dies.
Well, like, yeah,
Which is crazy.
which is
too.
crazy.
So there's a lot of crazy things right here.
Yeah, it was-
First off,
season-
Ponderosa. I don't even know if that's even a restaurant.
It's not. It's a rap. It's just not. There's one more up north, and no one knows about it. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like they don't explain anything of how the world went. All you know is the world apparently was at peace.
Right.
Like they walled off the Titans, so everything is fine. But they're trying to expand their community, or
As humans do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, some crazier Titans appeared out of randomness and fuck shit up.
Yeah.
And now
Then Titans with powers started popping up, like armored Titans and shit. Like, yo, this wall is just some pussy shit. Get this shit out of
and
here.
then you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like years of peace of just being protected by this wall. All of a sudden, these big ass Titans come out of nowhere. Apparently, and
the
fuck shit
wall
up.
is supposed to be taller than the Titans, but then like you start seeing shit like the colossal Titan that's like tall. The wall comes up to his kney.
Yeah.
And he steps over it and he just starts eating people. Like, oh shit, we weren't ready for this.
Yeah.
You know, shit.
And then,
so someone's making these shits, but season 1 leaves so many questions to be answered.
It leaves a lot. And then, so season 3 does explain quite a bit. And then when you go to season 4, you're just like, you're kind of just mind fucked because it's like Death Note style of you're just like, holy fucking shit, so much was like explained.
Oh, okay.
And you're just like,
season 4, it took that long before you started getting answers though.
Yeah, and even then you still question a lot.
Okay.
Like, but like, yes, you like
they gave you one answer, then they gave you another. Like, oh,
well, like
more questions. Yeah, but could it? Yeah,
they explained it. Like, you just think it just makes you think of one way.
Yeah.
And then it totally says, nah, fuck that. That's completely wrong. There's actually this. And you're just like...
I like that kind of shit.
And you're just like, holy shit, that's fucking insane.
Twisted. The story just twist.
Yeah. It's
Give me a fucking twisted up
story. Did you like Death Note?
No. Is that a twisted up story too?
Yes.
Oh. No. Didn't like it.
Oh, but
did you finish it?
I had to watch the first episode. It just wasn't my thing.
Oh, so you didn't even give it a chance.
I did. I watched the first episode.
Oh, it gets better.
And then I watched the live action movie. That was a mistake.
Don't do that.
That was terrible.
I was like, let me skip it. Try to get like, you know how sometimes the movies they condense the information. They put like a whole season in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie was bad.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know what was going on. I think that one it's kind of dependent on.
No,
Maybe it was like a fan-made movie.
No, you shouldn't even just watch it.
No,
just ignore that
skip
thing.
it.
Just ignore that thing existed.
Maybe I'll go back, but I gotta go back to Attack on Titan first. I'm with you. Yeah. I gotta go back and watch it.
Well, I was telling Marlon because he asked me about Solo Leveling, which is also really good.
That's a good anime too. I'm behind a lot of stuff.
And then I told him, I was like, if anything, you need to watch anything because the last
that's the newest popping anime right now. Solo Leveling.
Yeah, the newest. Yeah, but that said, the best current anime in the last couple of years is JJK still. Jujutsu Kaisen.
I feel like for me, you know, it's kind of like remember back in the day when you was eating all of Steve's Pop-Tarts?
You know, we always come here.
And you were just like obsessed with them, you know? You were always eating. Yeah, you were. Stop. Don't do that. Like you were smashing Steve's Pop-Tarts like all the time, dude, when we were over there. Okay. And I was like, man, Mark is just going in on these Pop-Tarts. I just kind of don't want Pop-Tarts now. That's what I kind of get with some of these anime, like, you know, like
if Mark likes them, you don't want to.
No, not necessarily
like,
saying
this
that.
looks really fucking fire.
But like
text Mark to see if he watched this shit because it might be trash.
But like the popularity, you know, it's
you're not. I get like that sometimes too. Like if everybody buys this one game, I'm just like, or if everybody's playing this one game at the same time, I want to kind of like veer off and do my own thing for a little bit.
It's got to be good. It's got to be something.
Yeah.
Where you can't ignore it. Like we're talking like Rebirth style.
Yeah. I honestly felt like that's how JJK is like one of the anime. Season 2
I feel like that's every anime we're talking about. Every anime we were mentioning is like undeniably like just good right now. Like every there's a season for anime and it comes out. They're seasonal, but I think all the animes we just mentioned are the breakaways, the outliers. These are the ones that are like phenomenal. So it's
I didn't watch Attack on Titan as it came out. Like I actually
there's a large group of people that did.
Yeah, I stopped during that slow period of season 3, and I was pissed that the last season, season 4, they broke it up into 3 parts, and I was just like, because I kept telling myself, all right, once it ends, I'll watch
season 4 into 3 parts.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, it's done, but like I kept remembering they were like, all right. I was like, cool, I'm about to go watch it, and they're like, oh no, that's part 1 of the final season. I was like,
that's bullshit.
How is there a part 1 to it? Then that's not the final season. That's just
it's not the final season. It's like the fucking Harry Potter Deathly Hallows part 1 and 2. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I was like,
shut up, that's not money grab, man. Just give me the last movie. I want to know what happened.
And then I waited like in between because it was like 6 months.
So they should have just like named the movies differently. And
just give me a new movie then. If the shit ain't over, then just call it something else. He said Deathly Hallows part 1.
Yeah.
It's gonna be part 2.
Because the worst part, like I said, they broke it up into 3 seasons. Because then I remember it was like, all right, cool. Now the second part of season 2, the final season's done.
Yeah, they can suck a fatty.
No, it was,
Well,
they're like,
so-
no, there's still one more after that. I was like, what? Why? And then they named like the final part. They're like the final part of the final season, and I hated that.
shit
Yeah.
about movies. I remember my girlfriend at the time wanted to go see the Twilight shits, and they did that shit. I was like, all right, this is the last one. Cool. I don't even know what I don't remember what they're called, but I just remember that somebody said there was 4 books. This is the last movie, and they said, what was it? Oh man, I remember it too. I'm upset.
I haven't
Breaking
seen
Dawn. It was Breaking Dawn Part 1, and I was like, no. There's more. You know, it's like, holy shit, there's gonna be another one. Holy fucking, and then they did that shit. I was now I'm invested in Harry Potter, right? Because I was watching that shit. And when I was younger, I was like, this shit's corny. As I got older, I was like, it's a magical world, full of whimsy. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit
So you're
sometimes.
the
I like
guy that
shit
gets
sometimes.
that stick in the backyard and you like look around.
But I be saying the words right though. My daughters be fucking them shits up. Leviosa, you saying it wrong. Levio, Dad, what is it? I'm like, you gotta ask me.
So you're quoting the movie then?
I watched them a lot of times.
What spell are you
They
using?
make you happy. What?
What spell are you using?
I like to use the forbidden spells. Don't fuck with me.
So,
So I would have been kicked out of Hogwarts probably. Wait, you mean all Slytherins don't do this? Or I'll be punching
I'm right there with
Hufflepuffs
you.
in the face.
You're a Slytherin? I'm right there with you.
Jesus, dude.
Punching Hufflepuffs in the face.
Why are you punching Josh in the face?
Yo,
They're the guys that eat candy, right?
yo, the Hufflepuffs. They're the potion makers. They excel at like the regular shit. Slytherin and Gryffindor, they like go out and save world. Slytherin try to kill everybody. Gryffindor people try to save the world. Hufflepuffs we make real good potions. And Kool-Aid.
What does Ravenclaw do?
There's like
They're like,
strategists.
yeah, they're smart strategist, engineer type dudes. I just never knew what the Hufflepuff do. Do they make candy? I don't know. That's crazy though.
You want a lollipop? So are they like Willy
Great
Wonka
tea.
then?
Huh?
Have you ever had a Hufflepuff sucker?
Yeah.
It honestly just made it sound like you call them a Hufflepuff and then call them a sucker right afterwards.
What?
You ever had a Hufflepuff sucker? Yo. That was crazy, yo. Double entendre. You did on accident, though.
That's just good delivery.
You did on accident.
That's just good
Why do you
delivery.
keep saying it? Okay. All right, man. I have not started My Hero, though, but...
Oh, the first episode is kind of dope.
Oh, I started the wrong one first? Well, the first episode of Demon Slayer was dope, but you're telling me that My Hero had 2 dope episodes?
No, the first two, because I don't know if where did you left off? Because some people,
The end of the last season. I saw the
Okay.
I'm caught up. I just haven't started this season.
So
there's
you
only
saw-
2 episodes out for the...
no,
There's
there's like
7.
Okay, that's what I thought.
What the fuck? Or 5.
5 now, yeah.
Wait, so My Hero started before Demon Slayer, or they came out at the same time?
It started before.
Okay, because I was going to say, I think I only saw 3 episodes for Demon Slayer, or 2 or 4 or something.
This
like
is
that.
4 now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it started a week early.
So My Hero is like, wait, which is better right now?
My Hero, probably.
Damn, I started the wrong one. That's fine.
Yeah, but it starts off pretty much. It picks off right where it left off, where that chick from America comes.
Ah, okay.
Stars and Stripes.
Yeah,
Stars and Stripes.
and it like starts off with a battle right off the bat.
I started the wrong one first. I started the wrong one. Damn, I was like, damn, I only got time to
And
like watch one of these.
and now like
Demon Slayer.
and like in the show like war starting right now already. Like yeah, it's
I started the wrong fucking one.
I was like, oh shit, they're fucking playing this shit like crazy. Yeah, but
Do we see My Hero having another season after this?
I believe it's
should-
supposed. I think it's supposed to have one more after this.
I was about to
And
say,
then,
like-
I
think
thought
it'll
this was the
finish.
last one, but this
So
was
did
like
I.
a long one.
No, I hear they finished this, and then there's like the final one.
Is the manga done?
I don't know
Okay.
actually.
Okay. I don't know. I like both shows. I couldn't decide which ones to start first. I'm probably gonna end up watching both of them because I mean.
But yeah, you started the wrong one.
Clearly, yeah.
Did you finish JJK season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I still think that's like one of the best anime seasons
I want
ever.
more of that.
Yeah,
If I'm being
that
honest,
was.
I want that anime back. But I mean,
Like-
I'm not mad at My Hero and Demon
No,
Slayer.
I'm not. I was just trying to tell Marlon like that is literally
Watch something with subs is okay.
Like
I mean,
that was
you know,
literally the
everything-
best anime in like of a season in 5 years, in my opinion. Like It was good.
Hold on, you
Yeah,
throwing some big
well,
numbers
yeah,
out. You throwing some big
think
numbers
about
out.
it. Think about the last 5 years. What came out that was that
The
good?
last season of My Hero was awesome. The season before that was pretty dope too, though.
Do you think it's better than the last season of
Hold on, I'm
JK?
thinking. You threw a lot of bombs at me. I gotta start thinking about this shit now. I gotta start thinking episode for episode. Yeah, I
Like,
really
literally
like.
from the beginning of season 2 to the end was insane. Maybe besides mine is the very first episode.
The Ghost Train or the train
Mugen Train.
arc, the Mugen Train for Demon Slayer was phenomenal. The ending
Yeah.
was super sad, but I like you got to draw some feeling, because
Hey, JJK did that.
they did something. let me get my Demon Slayer shit off, man. Yeah. Like that for me, that fucking Mugen Train Demon Slayer shit. I was just like, yo, this man, because I think for a good anime to be good, Demon Slayer is just so dark that they gave us like the light. Like he was so positive in a world where demons are literally just, you can go outside and get water for your family and come back and your whole family has been slaughtered by demons. Like it happens often in the Demon Slayer
That's literally
world.
the premise
Like,
of the-
it's the whole premise of the main character's life, right? You
Why
know,
does
so-
this sound like Oregon Trail from like back in?
like Bonanza, like Cowboys and Indians? Like
No, like you go get something and grandma's dead. She died for leprosy.
I mean, like, but they like show it, like they like it's a very dark anime, but like, and then they introduce this character that's like, no matter what,
Full of hope.
you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's full of hope. You can't. His positivity, it never like wanes. Like he's just like,
Yeah.
don't worry, it'll get done. You gotta stay positive. You'll do it. You'll reach it. And then the motherfucker dies at the end of the season. And it's just like they did a really good job at like being a dark anime first and foremost, introducing a little bit of light, a little bit of hope. Like the good guys might win.
I mean, that's also part
And
of
then they
like
took it from you.
It's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they do that really well too.
Ned Stark died first season.
Yeah,
right
you know,
there.
But there's no
Hey, well, to be
sibling
fair, Sean
fucking-
Bean dies in everything.
True.
But why though? Well, Lord of the Rings, he deserved it. He tried to get with Frodo, tried to take the ring. You're gonna have to deal with these orcs now while we run away. But I was like, you shouldn't have tried to take it. that was crazy. But yeah, Sean Bean
he
died a
fucked
lot.
around and found out.
Yeah. You should have just kept walking.
I don't know if you watched it, but the Final Fantasy, what was it, 15, the movie that's the animated movie.
The movie, yeah.
He plays the voice actor, the king.
Yeah, and it's like he
dies.
dies again.
He
dies again.
I was like, man, even as a voice actor,
Even when you voice acted, and then we're gonna kill Sean Bean's character. So he's like, again,
Okay, we got a roll that someone's gonna die. Who we gonna call?
Sean. That motherfucker's great at dying early. You just love him. Yeah, we love him. That's crazy.
yeah, I was just like, man, this dude dies a lot.
Yeah, he dies a lot. Is that Sean Bean's voice? Oh shit, he's dead.
Yep, that's him.
It was him. That's crazy. So that was it's nuts. He is always dying, man. Yo, man, stay alive.
So can I count you out on season 4 or the expansion of Diablo 4?
Diablo 4. I need to.
They
I
dropped
need
that
more.
new trailer today.
I need more than the trailer.
When does it come out? October? Did it say this year?
Just a little bit of time.
It's
Yeah.
this year, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's only one game that actually came out that I saw out of all the new trailers of like that was announced because Summer Game Fest is going on. That appealed to me that I wanted to get. I don't think it's like a game. It will be a game of the year or like a big game that everyone likes, but it's a game.
It's already Rebirth.
Game of the year will probably be Rebirth. Yes,
But what's
I
the
agree.
game?
It's
What
already
game, what
decided.
game did you see? I'm like trying to figure out what game you
It's
saw.
Doesn't matter.
an-
You already have the best game of the year.
it's an Atlas game called Metaphor. So it's the guys that made Persona.
I like metaphors.
Yeah,
What?
it's like the same guys that made like Persona 3,
do
Persona
that.
4 or 5. But it's very interesting.
Okay.
Um,
So it's Persona-esque, so you know Tony's all over it, so that's why it's fun.
turn-based game, but it does have like it's weird how they explained it. There is like action, like real-time action to it, but they want you to go more into the turn-based style, and it's a completely new franchise. So the game
Well, hold on, because
it's-
Unicorn Overlord was like an introduction to that style of game. I feel like.
So is it like
I need
Rebirth
more.
where it's like real time, but you can?
No, like you can attack people and fight, but if you want to from what I saw, the main combat is just mainly turn based, but you can like I think it's when you fight weak enemies, you can just do real time action and just like womp on
Just,
them
like,
real
womp
quick.
on them real quick.
Yeah,
But like,
What was the
bigger-
game called?
like Metaphor or something.
Does it look like shit?
It's okay. It's like a Persona style esque, like cell shaded, kind of more abstract art.
I like that.
Yeah, like we'll probably don't have time, but we can
You watch
after.
after.
Yeah.
Then we can come in here and bash it, or he'll bash it. We'll
Yeah.
probably talk it. We'll like it, but he'll bash it.
Um,
I'm always down to bash.
But back to Diablo 4 though, like we watched it as a crew a little bit ago, but I need more. I
It
need
was just
more,
the
man. What do you think?
cinematic, so like, there's not much I can tell from that.
Well,
so.
yeah, we haven't seen any gameplay or
yeah,
any.
we don't know
of this
like
new
how
shit that
like if they'll open like a new
Yeah.
area.
But he
or-
said it's a new class though. I mean, for a lot of people, you introduce a new class. That's a big chunk of it. I mean, me too. Really.
I mean, it just all depends on the class. Maybe I'm just sad because they didn't bring the monk back yet, but
Spiritborn. I think that's
Spiritborn.
Yeah.
That's a new class.
it's like a witch doctor.
Yeah, like what? What's going on? What is that?
They said it's something that's supposed to be completely new that hasn't been in
Witch
Diablo.
doctor.
So new concept.
Which has been in
new
Diablo.
concept.
He said Witch Doctor. I said that's been in
Oh,
Diablo.
so it's like a new concept, but it's a skin like of of an old character. That's fucked up. Fuck Blizzard. Hearthstone's alright though. But yeah, that's about it though. That's fucking it. That
I mean,
pisses
that's
me
me
off.
too.
But if it's I was gonna say new class versus like the rinse repeat, like the classes that have been around since Diablo. I never played Diablo 1, but like Diablo 2, or like you see a new rendition of an old class. Would you take that, or would you take like a whole new? I would like to think that the Spirit
I wanna
is a whole clean slate, new class, different
Yeah.
different
That's-
shit.
that's
not
what I
witch
wanna
doctor
see.
shit. You know what I mean?
It doesn't look like a Witch Doctor. It looks
Okay.
like they use like some kind of pole arm.
Give me something new. Ooh.
But I'm hoping that it's not
So like an
just an Amazon.
What the fuck? So don't do some shit that you've already done, damn it, Blizzard.
I mean, it's
Like-
tough. It's tough to make a complete new class nowadays, just
I
because
don't.
games.
Is it?
I mean, I'm hoping that it's kind of like a ritualist
Watch
from
this.
like Guild
Watch
Wars.
this. Spiritborn. You can control. Spirit.
They already have stuff like
Yeah,
that
they do.
though.
Necromancer. They
Yep.
got druids. They got.
See, it's hard
What
to
the
really
fuck?
make.
Okay, no, you fucked up. Don't call it Spiritborn. I would have been like, Animal Tamer. Give him whips. Yeah, you gotta introduce something. Do something new, damn it. You know what I'm saying?
What about like I mean, maybe
Daggers?
No, it'd be kind of like closer to like a paladin from like D2, but like have like different spirits that you can like channel, kind of like Udyr, like in I think that'd be kind of
That'd be
interesting.
a cool play style.
But doesn't a druid kind of do that?
No,
I mean, you can transform to a bear. You transform to a wolf.
no.
It's kind of like what you were saying.
You use the
It's
skills.
kind of like what you were saying, but it's like he kind of like made it practical. It made sense, and it already exists.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why I say it's hard to make something like
I'm like,
a new
fuck that,
concept.
man. If they get paid the big bucks, then hire me. Then I got ideas, and you better not shoot them down.
I'm pretty sure there'll be a guy like me, like, well, isn't that just kind of?
I'd be like, yo, sir, can you get him out of here? I'm trying to come up with stuff, and he's just really just affecting my creativity. Tony's just like, yeah, but they kind of already did that in Diablo 2 if you just kind of exchange the weapons and switch around the... Yo, Tony, man, stop, man. This is new. It's a new idea. It's different. Whips, chains,
It's-
wicked.
I was wondering if you get good.
Had to go out of the way.
I just feel like for Diablo, because in this game the characters are so kind of more independent. Where like if you think of, I think Final Fantasy Realm Reborn is a good example, because Realm Reborn has a lot of stuff that's been done and made, but each character has like a gimmick, like a unique thing that's to that class that makes them differentiate.
They
Like
just play different.
like different from the rest. And I don't think
A lot
Diablo.
of you gamers out there would call it the toolkit or the kit.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I don't feel like Diablo doesn't have, which is good because I think like a game that can build a character without having a kit
Sounds like they just give you
is
the same
good.
character.
But it makes it more difficult to be a character to be unique then, because then every character you can just think of it as them just recycling old stuff.
So what you're saying is Diablo gives you less characters, but like different ways to play those individual characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you introduce a new class, that shit better be different than everything else we've experienced so far.
Well, that's why I say it's hard.
Especially if you label it new class.
Yeah,
I know.
that's why it's
I know,
hard.
I get
And
it.
that's why Diablo usually only has like mostly just like 6 or
But
like 7
let me say this
characters.
then. Let me say this. I get what you're saying, but let me say this. I think that you can only hit me with that so many times before I start thinking that you're just trying to get me for my money now. Because like you can introduce new shit, but then like if it feels like a rinse and repeat, then you're just trying to get me for my money. And I think that's where Blizzard kind of sits in my heart right now, outside of Hearthstone.
Because if you think about
crazy.
like, because if you think about like World of Warcraft,
Steve,
it's kind of the same thing. Like RPGs nowadays, like that.
Steve
like,
still plays though, so you have to at some point.
Yeah, but, like-
I think that's the best game that they.
I
Just
mean, I
don't
was
make
actually
you feel
surprised
like,
at how well they did the Evoker though when they introduced that new class.
again, don't know that character, but like in general, each class has like a kit, like a stylistic thing that makes them different from the rest. But even though obviously there's melee classes, range classes, like all sorts of healers. They make it where each class, because they have a kit, I think that's like the toolbox, or you want to call it, it makes it different of how to play and enjoyable.
I like
but since
that.
Diablo doesn't have that, I think that's what makes it difficult for them in some certain cases to be more different for each class, because a lot of classes can just feel the same because of the fact that like there is no kind of toolbox, no kit to that. Everyone used some type of mana, energy, whatever resources they use, and you just deplete it, regen it, deplete it, regen
or have
it.
a skill that regens it, and then it's like
Or wait for a cooldown. And it's
does
harder
get-
in
it
that
gets-
aspect.
yeah.
But in a game where, like, when you played World of Warcraft and stuff like that, since each one, like, rogues have to build combo points. But, I mean,
But pharaohs are kind of similar.
yeah,
so.
Feral is kind of similar. But because Feral Druids are different because they have so many different forms, that makes them a little bit different. They have, like, a multi-tool kit. And mages, depending on the style of mage you do, there's different aspects of how to play it with a different toolkit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes
like Arcane is different from Pyro. Which is
yeah,
different from
exactly.
Frost.
Yep. Mhm. And I think those are the type of toolkits that you kind of need. And I know a lot of people don't like it because it's quote gimmicky, because it's like a gimmick to a character.
Yeah, but like if you, play
But it
the
makes it more
character-
different,
Yeah,
that's what I
kind of
like.
expands the gameplay. Because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
play the
that's-
character for so long, and then you're like, one day you just wake up and it's like, I decided to play a different character today. It kind of refreshes the game for you.
Yeah,
You're like
that's
seeing the game through you saw the
Yeah.
game through like a warlock's eyes for so long, and then you play a mage and it's like different now.
Yeah,
that's the whole point. To it.
that's how I felt. Like that's why I like World of Warcraft and like Final Fantasy and stuff like that, because each character had like a toolbox kit. Because I've played a mage, and like I watched Marlon played, and he needs soul stones to do certain stuff, and so he has to prep ahead of time, and it's just different. Like but it makes it, I think, very unique to that character.
Yeah.
Which,
That's the little thing that like for Diablo, like one of the problems they have even currently now is like they have spells that classes have that people
never-
don't use. Like
Yep.
Just doesn't.
there's like a whole bunch of basic skills on like the rogue, and I'm like there's like two out of the 5 that people never use.
Yeah.
honestly, I've never seen any range move out of my when I played, because I was the melee and because I did the daggers. And
Well, you probably used the I forgot what it was, puncture. That's like the basic attack, which was a melee. Pretty much, it was like
Yeah.
a ranged melee thing. But yeah, that you'd
Yeah.
use that, and then
yeah, that was it.
The other ones
I've never seen like an actual range move.
I tried playing a druid today.
Diablo.
Yeah, because they have like the anniversary thing going on right now. It feels like it's weird because it feels like the game has been out longer because it's kind of sucky.
Yeah, it's their.
But it's only been out 1 year.
It is crazy to think that that's only been out for a
a
year,
year.
and we're like,
They had a tough year.
That's a hell of a year,
Get a
dude.
tough year, dude.
Like when
Shit.
when you've
when you thought the
created
game was out longer than it was, that's a hard year. You mean this shit's only been around for a year?
when you've
It's kind of whack. You know, it's just-
when you've joined a rank of memes like the D4 bad,
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
but
Hope. There's hope.
I don't know.
I think for me, there's a little bit of hope because they're making it, I feel like, in the right direction, but it hasn't quite got to the point where I'm like, I'm hooked on that loop of the end game.
I agree that this season was fun.
The loop feels better, right?
It felt better.
Okay, so
like,
they fixed an aspect of the
like,
game.
It's getting better, but
Okay.
it's fun,
not,
but I still feel like the grind doesn't feel right. Like I don't know if it's the codex thing. The codex thing maybe could ruin it.
I thought the codex thing is kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Because you just get those powers all the time, so you're never really like hoping that a certain legendary of a certain power drops. You're just like,
You're just like really mid-maxing.
yeah,
Like
you're
like
But at some points, at certain points of Diablo, I don't mind that. But
yeah, I mean like that, but that's the end game. Like after
yeah,
like
and then the problem
grind-
with Diablo was it took forever to get
Yeah.
there. Originally, right?
yeah, the grind that was fun was completing your build. Was like finally I can do the build that I want. It runs smooth. In this one, it's like you get it like
Yeah.
midway through the game. You're like, cool, I found every legendary that fits my build.
Yeah.
Now every new gear, I just codex it to that legendary, and I just continue playing that style forever. That is it. We're done. I just level.
Yeah, that last bit felt kind of stale. Yeah, you just saying it. It's just like,
Yeah, I mean, you get it like halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Like you find yes, it's nice that the legendaries drop as frequently, so it's
Yeah.
good. But like the fact that you just, disenchant it, you get the codex for it.
yeah.
What do you think about if they got rid of, like the adventure mode, and they just made it so it was like D2, like where if you want to play it, you can play with your friends, but you have to do the campaign again, which was like the better part of D4 anyway.
They should have. I wouldn't mind that. They
I
should've-
wouldn't mind that either.
I thought the campaign
That was the best part.
was the best part. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
this is really good. And then after that, I was like, oh, now the game. I realized the game is not that good because the end game stuff wasn't really there.
Yeah, like
It was
I
mostly
like
about
the
the
game,
campaign.
but there are stuff about the openness of it. Like I like the world boss stuff. I like doing
The
that.
world boss actually feels like a world boss when
Yeah.
you're doing it at level 20.
Yeah, when you're not leveling, when you're in the
That
midst
dude
of
smashed
leveling,
me, man.
the
Yeah,
world
yeah.
boss, it feels like a world boss. But like when you get to the end game and like the world bosses appear, you gotta hope like, oh my god, I'm already there, or I need to get there ahead of time because people were just kill the
Nice.
world boss super fast.
They
That's-
kill it in like 5 seconds.
That's
Yeah.
just trash. See that you got to balance out your fucking game with that. Because I agree with you. When I was as I was leveling, it felt like this shit is epic. Oh shit! Ah, did I die?
That is one thing I'm worried about right now is that the power creep already I
Yeah.
feel like is out of control because I'm like, man, with the new like tempering thing, like you can get so much power like so quick. I'm like, these world bosses should not be dying this quick.
Yeah.
Like,
I think with games, especially games like Diablo 4, where they're trying to, they launch the game and then you got to hurry up and like run behind and like fix a lot of your bugs and a lot of the shit that people don't like about the game because it's a live game, right? But I think games will start to be more like that, like the food industry, where like these companies pump out food and then they have to do a bunch of recalls, like because shit's fucked up. People don't give a shit.
Sir, people are
Yeah.
dying out here from
Yeah. So games are like they're I feel like we're just in this microwave era of everything where you got to pump out as much content as possible to stay relevant. And Blizzard's really bad at that.
Do you
outside
think
of outside of Hearthstone and WoW?
Do you think that do you think they're listening too much to
I
people?
think-
Because I
I
think
agree,
like you're
yeah.
if you listen and you give everyone everything,
Your game's not balanced. You lose. So I think I was gonna say this when Steve mentioned the campaign part. If most of your Disney dollars went into making sure we had like if your critique or the gripe was mainly about the campaign being ass, and so you come out with D4 and it is fucking the campaign is the best part about the game, but then you lose sight of everything else. I feel like every update after that needs to be focused on where we put the fucking financial, like if we dumped money into making the campaign better, then maybe we turn this bitch into like a fucking raid style, like, all right, then like you said, you get with your buddies, do the campaign over, but then like end game, introduce like new shit, like maybe new dungeons, like never before seen dungeons, not the rinse and repeat tier dungeons, right? Like, but like new content that focuses on the campaign shit, because that's what highlighted our game anyway. But instead, to Marlon's point, you start listening to you start reading the comments, and you start trying to cater to like everybody though. But I feel like if you try to do that, some part of your game is lacking. So like now you have this fucking fire campaign because that's where we put our money originally. But then you come back with these DLCs, and now we're trying to fix other aspects that we didn't pay attention to before. And it's just like, what are we doing? We end up with shit like Spirit Worlds.
How long do you think until they just like pretty much copied Diablo 3?
Yeah.
Because
I
they keep
like
going in
way.
that direction.
I feel like we're on that.
Like,
We're on that road, right? We're going back to the fight, and now we've stumbled into Destiny 2 territory. So, catch us on Twitch on Sundays at 6:30 on a Dizzle, dude.
On that.
If you can't catch us on Sunday, you can't join us on Sundays, man, go and watch the clips on YouTube, because them shits.
Even if you do catch us, go over there and subscribe.
Yeah, man, just subscribe and catch these shorts, because Marlon's over there fooling. So if you want to, I mean, if you want to, and if he cares enough, I guess. But yo, I'll say it. I said it at the top of the pod, man. I'll say it again, man. I missed y'all, man.
Ugh.
All right. Yo, catch y'all next time. Fuck you.